Hello, I am Devang Nathwani, Product Manager, ASTPP, powered by iNextX Technologies, a leading telecom software provider company. Starting with the hope that you are doing good and keeping yourself safe. Today, we are gathered here to participate in a webinar, ASTPP Multi-Tenant IP PBX Walkthrough and Guide. Here are few topics we are going to talk about. In this pandemic situation, world, continents, countries, cities, human lives and even business got affected by COVID. We all faced difficulties, challenges and even unfortunate losses in year 2020. So now we cannot afford to keep weeping about it, but to find a way to cope with it and come up with some fruitful way arounds. If we talk about business, then finding the ways where we can have more benefit with some smart choices. And the same thinking lead us to this webinar, where we will happily and thoroughly cover business and technical aspects of multi-tenant IP PBX. Now, what is IP PBX and multi-tenant IP PBX? So first, IP PBX. An IP PBX is a phone system that operates over the internet protocol instead of traditional analog phone lines. And multi-tenancy added with IP PBX phone system is when a single platform or switch is scattering multiple tenants or organizations together. And these tenants can be completely independent and different from each other. If we particularly talk about ASTPP multi-tenant IP PBX, then below are some pros or benefit of it. It's easy to set up, it's easy to manage, it's easy to maintain, it's scalable, secure, flexible. So when we talk about it's easy to set up, because of no need of any third-party tool integration or interconnection, the setup is quick and easy. It's a plugin or add-on within the core business logic only. Easy to manage, as only single switch with single interface handling multi-tenancy, no further networking related complexity or management required. It's easy to maintain. The setup will work with single server, so the only server and its availability need to maintain, and the bonus is it's implementable on cloud server environment as well. It's scalable. System has no limit to cater number of organizations or tenants as long as each account or organization has its own DNS. It's secure. Other than external firewall and IP tables rules, with add-ons like fraud detection, alarm, hacker IP bank, it's more secure. It's flexible. PBX will be the usage of mostly class 5 retail traffic. However, the same setup can be utilized to handle class 4 wholesale traffic as well. So how it is beneficiary to the business? First and foremost, it's cost effective, as the setup is on a single switch with a single interface, just a few configuration on the DNS side about A records, and admin can start serving multiple organization or tenants right away. Because it's scalable, administrators can start small and gradually expand the resources as business grows. Secondly, maximum utilization of resources. Because just a single server is handling multiple organizations, class 5 retail traffic with authorization, authentication, rate selections, routing, call detail reports, records, reporting, invoicing and more. And because of that, productivity will be drastically improved. Use cases of multi-tenant IP PBX. As mentioned above, in most cases, class 5 retail call traffic need various kinds of routing. Like if this number is not available, then forward there. If want to dial multiple extensions together, if want to dial only in certain hours of days, etc. When all these kinds of routing configurations possibility is required, then IP PBX will be used. And on top of this, if admin wants multiple organizations, retail traffic and their routing to be handled by single switch, then it's the exact use case of multi-tenant IP PBX. ASTPP is supporting this kind of multi-tenancy with multi-tenant IP PBX add-on. Again, no third-party integration is required. It's like plug and play, or more or less click and install. For setup to auto generate and assign the DNS record to newly created organization or accounts, admin just need to configure wildcard DNS resolving the server IP. Just like shown in shared image, you just need to set the A record accordingly to configure the wildcard DNS record. To explain further how this works, let's check the configs directly over portal. So here is the administration portal of ASTPP. So if we talk about first how to install it, as I mentioned, it is plug and play, so click and install kind of. So here, if you are on the dashboard, then here is the get add-on buttons. From there you can just direct go over there, or if you are on the other page, then here you will get the get add-ons button over there. Now as you can see, there are few list of community edition add-ons available on our side, as well as enterprise edition, some of the add-ons available. So the one which we are looking for is available under enterprise. So here is the multi-tenant IP PBX add-on. So if you see over here, there are screenshots available explaining how it works and what kind of changes you will see once it's installed and etc. And here are the key features available, number of key features, how it works, and means what will add, what will this add-on will add as feature wise. So here are all the details available. Now before, just a click install and it will be installed. But before installing it, let me show you what kind of submenu will be added when this add-on will be installed. Right now, if you see under the administration account, if you see accounts customer, here one menu will be added, domains one menu will be added. Then under inbound, there are very many number of routing will be inbound deed routing will be added, which will be the PBX features. You will see when I'll install it. And let me show you in the customer account as well. Let's log in as customer and let's see what kind of changes will be there after we install the add-on. So I am logging as customer, default customer. I am right now in customer portal. Here under customer portal, under inbound, you will see very many features will be added over here, which will be the deed routing. PBX features will be added over here. You will see once we'll install it. And another thing is under my accounts, you will see under SIP devices, you will see here there are new domains, new two columns will be added after status. One will be the domain and the second will be advanced column will be added. So now let's go back to the administration portal and let's install our multi-tenant IP PBX add-on, which is under enterprise. You can click over here, install as well, and voila, it is installed. Let's re-log in admin, and here is my administration dashboard. And here, as I mentioned, customer, now you are seeing the domains domain submenu is added. As well as under inbound, you will see very many changes. Queue, conference, recording, time condition, IVR, etc. are there available. Now let's check in the customer portal. Now I am again trying to log in as customer. Boom, login as customer. Now I am in customer portal. Here you will see the same features, deed routing features available, like queue, recording, conference, time condition, etc. And under the MySQL SIP devices, if you see here, two new columns are added, domain and advanced. So these two columns are added. Let's see that the last which we mentioned, this wildcard DNS, how this works actually. Currently my domain is multi-tenant MTPBX org. So you are seeing over here empty PBX, and here is the configuration of star.mtpbx, so it's wildcard. So now how it will work, so let me show you how it works is, if you see in the my profile, you will see over here, let's go back to the administration account, and you will see over there under administration account, I am now in back to login as admin account, and here in customer you will see, if I open the customer account in edit mode, you will see over here one extra top right corner, one extra field is added, where you, because this account was created before the multi-tenant PBX add-on was installed, so it is empty. But let's create one customer account now. Create customer, and let's say test multi-tenant PBX. I am adding some email address and I am saving it. So it's created, customer added successfully. Now test multi-tenant PBX. If I open this account, then you will see the multi-tenant PBX ASTPP first account, because this is how it is created, first account, so that it's providing, it's the default domain. Now let's try and create one another account, customers, and create customer, empty PBX, test multi-tenant empty PBX, new, and I am adding the email over here as well and saving it. Now let's open this customer account in edit mode. You will see, now you will see the test, because this is the first name, is you are seeing over here, test multi-tenant PBX new 2 dot mtpbx.astpp billing.org. So because your domain is created with wildcard, so that is why system is creating the, automatically create the DNS and assigning to this account. So now how this automatically created, let me show you. Because you have a default domain name multi-tenants, means mtpbx.astpp billing.org, you have configured under company profile. Let's open the company profile. Under the company profile, here you have added domain name mtpbx.astpp billing.org. So now whenever new customer account will be created, it will be via, automatically its system is creating first name and then add the PBX ID, domain ID, because let me show you under accounts, domains, because currently there are two domains, one is the default one and the another one is this new one. That's why you see over here two, you see here two, test first name then domain ID. Let me show you by creating another account by, let's say some a Tom. Let's create the account with first name Tom, and email is, let's add some email, and save. So the domain of this account will be tom3 mtpbx.astpp billing.org, tom3.mtpbx.astpp billing.org, because here this one is the third domain system has created, so that's why it's the 3. So now if you create the another Tom's account, if one of the next customer is also having the name Tom, so the new domain automatically created and assigned will be tom4.mtpbx.astpp billing.org. And because again you have created the wildcard DNS array code, that's why automatically this newly created domain it's already resolving your server IP. So whenever this customer try to register their SIP extension, let's say this extension with this domain, so they will be able to directly register their SIP extension. And if you go to their customer portal, Then also let's log in as Tom. I'm logging as Tom. So this is the Tom's account, and let me show you the SIP devices of Tom. Here also your customer will see that which domain to register this SIP extension with. So this is how, if there is wildcard, then it will be easier for admin, but it's not like that it's mandatory. Let's go back to the admin. So now I am again into the admin portal. So if let's say you want not this domain like star.mtpbx.astppp.billing.org, you don't want that kind of wildcard entry for default customer, or let's say for test mtpbx customer, then what you will do, you just edit over here, and whatever the domain you want, whatever the domain .my.site, if I save it over here, then you will see that it takes that domain over there. So if this domain is resolving your server IP, then also it's fine. It's now, if you log in as this customer, then you will see that that customer is having in SIP devices. Now I am as test mtpbx customer and SIP devices. If you see, so now you see over here domain, whatever the domain.my.site. So now this domain will only be able, this extension will only be able to register with this domain only. So that is how it works. So it's not mandatory to have wildcard DNS error code, but it's just that admin will, it will be little bit easy for admin to check from his side, not to assign and resolve new domain every time once the account or organization is created. So now every account is new organizations, so it is must that each account should have its own DNS, otherwise SIP extension of any particular account will not be able to register. System will not allow other domain or no domain for any SIP extension of any particular account. So these are not just account, but they are separate organizations altogether. So this is about wildcard or not wildcard, because it's not mandatory. It's just that admin need to manage it manually from his side. So that's just it. Now, first thing, every feature is you see over here, queue, conference, recording, then time condition, IVR, feature code, pickup group, ring group, all this feature will only be accessible via deed. So first you need to create the deed, one of the deed. So let's create a deed from admin portal. So let's say my deed is of UK. So I have 44 or some number. Okay, this is my number and I am selecting United Kingdom. Okay, let's say my monthly fee is, I am too generous, so USD 0 and billing day is 30. So let's save it. So I have created the DID. Right now nobody has purchased that deed, so you are seeing over here assigned number. As an admin you can assign it, you can select the account from over here, and you can assign this DID to particular account. But let's say, let's go back to the default customer account and let's possibly see that let's possibly try and purchase the DID from customer portal. So now I am back to customer list and I am logging as default customer. Boom. Okay, now under the inbound DID, and here is the purchase button, and I don't have, if I am a default customer, then I don't have any DID in my account yet, but let's try and purchase. Okay, I am interested for the deed of United Kingdom. I don't care about province. Let's see. Oh yes, admin has available this. Setup fee 0, monthly fee 0. I love the admin. Let's purchase this DID. I am purchasing it. So now it is purchased by the default customer, and you see over here it's here in purchased DID list. So now if anybody from outside will dial this DID, then via did provider, it will the request invite request will hit over here on the server. But where ASTPP route this DID? For that, here call forwarding is available. So these are the very many destination call type available where you as a customer want this DID to route. Once we have installed PBX, so all this ring group, conference, queue, IVR, time condition, this are newly added over here. So let's say I want to route it to ring group, but I don't see any. Why is that? If I want to route to conference, I don't see any, because we haven't created them yet. So let's check directly from customer portal, and let's try to which one should I select? Let's try to check time condition. Yeah, okay. So let's try and create time condition. So what actually the time condition is? So time condition is like in particular frame of hours, or let's say your working hour, office hour is 8 to 12. So you want system to route the DID to 8 to 12 to the your execution, your support desk, let's say your support team, then, or let's say a knock team. So let's first select the office hours. So I'm creating the office hours, and I'm let's say my company is working first half 8 to 12, so 8 to 11:59, and priority, let's add it highest, lower the number, higher the priority. And if I want system to, okay, so 8 to 12 from Monday to Friday, all the days of a month, all the months of the year 2020, or let's say even 2021. So I wanted to route to PSTN number, any, let's say my number, UK number 441234, this number I wanted to route. So I'll select PSTN over here, or there are few many options available as well. So if you want system to route it to some ring group created, because we haven't created over here, so we'll not be able to get it, conference, IVR, queue, or even SIP devices. So because this account is having this many SIP devices created, so you will be able to see this options to select over here. So let's say I wanted to route to SIP device this one, okay. And if other than 8 to 12 hour, if anybody is dialing, then let I want it to route to my failover condition is set to PSTN, my mobile number. This is my mobile number. So I want system to route without other than 8 to 12 on my PSTN. So let's, and even you can add more. So let's say and I am back, and for 13 to 13:00, my lunch break is 12 to 13. So after 13 to, let's say, 18 or 17:59, here priority is 1, here priority is 2, and all day of week, Monday to Friday, a working day, all day of month, all the months of 2021, and I want it to route to another SIP device 2076. Oh, I want it to route to 4727. Let's save it. So now its time condition is saved. So office hours is selected. So if anybody is dialing to the DID, then I want within, if they are dialing within 8 a.m. to 12 p.m., then I want the system to route to my this extension 2076 SIP extension. If within 13 to 18, then I want system to route the call to this extension. So this is how it works, but yet we haven't set the call forwarding. We need to select over here, time condition. Okay, because we have created time condition officer over here under this account, you are seeing that option over here. But if you have multiple time condition created, then you will see over here scrolling, and you can select from any of the time condition which you have selected. So let's save it. So now if anybody is dialing this DID from outside, then through DID provider the invite will route to ASTPP switch. Then because this account has purchased this DID and this account's owner has forwarded this DID to time condition, the caller's call will be routed from DID provider to this account to the forwarding option call type this owner has selected, which is time condition. So based on that, the call will be routed to the whichever the respective SIP extension is there. So this is about time condition. Now let's check ring group. Should we? Let's check ring group. So what is ring group actually? Ring group is the where if let's say admin has NOC department available, or let's say sales department available. I have sales department options because we have SIP devices created, SIP extensions are created. Let me show you SIP extension, new tab, and here are the SIP extension. Let's say sales 1, sales 2, sales 3, or let's even add one of any could be possible, sales 4. So I have created 4 accounts over here. Because still default account do not have domain, so you are seeing over here no domain over here. Let's go back. If you see, I am going back to the admin account, and let's say I want to add one of the domain to this account. So I open into edit mode, I edit this box over here, and I want to add default customer dot mtpbx dot astpp billing.org. So I am saving this domain which I have created, and you will see it's reflected over here. And let's try and see again by going back to the customer portal of default customer, my account, SIP devices. Here you will see the domain is reflected now, default customer.mtpbx.astpbilling.org. So we have 4 SIP devices of sales department. Let's say you are the customer having the 4 member team of sales department, and you want, if anybody is dialing your SIP device, your DID number which you have advertised as your sales number, let's say sales sales department. So this is the sales department ring group, and you want all the SIP devices to ring together, all the SIP extensions of sales department. So you will select the ring strategy simultaneous. All of them will be ring together. If anybody picks up, then they will be that sales executive will be able to communicate with the caller. So extension, this one created because this is simultaneous, so delay timeout will not come into picture. I don't want to configure prompt, so I am setting it to no. And extension, and even you can select the PSTN over here as well. If you select PSTN, write your cell phone where you want it to route. So let's say I want to route to a few of the SIP devices. Boom, no, add more extension. I want this extension, and let's say that is it. Any description you like, you can edit over here. Advanced option, this is the cool thing. Let's say announcement, what is it actually? Ring back, what are this? So what is the ring back? So these are the recording files or the audio which you want the caller to hear when they reach to you via DID number. So for that you need to create them, because right now you haven't uploaded any recording files. So before doing any of this, under the inbound, under recording, let me open it here only. So here you can upload any WAV file over here by select file over here. You will be able to browse through your system and select any WAV file, and you will be able to configure that WAV file as any of your recording. Okay, so let me so if you have any WAV file, then you can upload it, or not, then also it's fine. And here let's say I want to add WAV file name. You can suit, if you, whatever the suitable name you want to edit over here, so that way you can select that announcement file in the recording file, and it will accept WAV file only. So now if we go back to the inbound ring groups, so you need to, as we have selected the sales team, now announcement, whatever the WAV file you have uploaded from inbound recording, you will see those recording WAV file over here. So if you have multiple recording uploaded, you will see multiple WAV file selections here available. You, by giving the appropriate name, you can select the announcement. So whenever the caller will dial to you, then you will see, then that caller will hear the announcement. And same the ring back, you can select the ring back file over here, whatever the ring as per the country you want to select. Then whenever what, based on the strategy selected, if it is sequential, then if it is simultaneous, then all the extension will ring together, and caller will hear the ring back tone whichever you selected from here. Now if you want CID name prefix and CID number prefix, let's say you want like a sales, so that destiny, so the whatever your sales team will be able to know, that will be get some hint or some idea based on the prefix you have added in the configuration of ring group. Then call recording feature, call recording you can select from over here, what kind of feature you want, selection you want for call recording, you can do it from here. Skip busy, let's say if any of the extension which you have selected over here is busy, and you want to skip that those extension, then you can select skip busy, yes or no. This is the important, other important thing is no answer call type. So let's say any of the SIP devices which you have created here are busy or not available, then where you want that ring group to route the call. So here you will see the time condition as well. So whatever the configuration you have, you will see them over here. Let's say you want, if no SIP extension is accepting the call, then you want it to route to, let's say, PSTN number, okay, your mobile phone, or let's say you want it to route to any of the voicemail, or let's say you have already created an IVR, then you will see that IVR option over here. You will select that IVR. Let's say we are not available out of office hours, please call us or reach us on this phone, or we are not available, call us tomorrow. Whatever IVR you have played over there or recording file you have over there, you can play it over here. Or in this case, let's say I want it to be like any PSTN number. So here let's add the simultaneous and add few extensions over here. Add extension 47. Okay, let's save it. So now I have name, it's a sales department. Okay, simultaneous, I can save it now. So now simultaneous. Same way you can add the sequence. So let's say if you want a one by one, if you want system to call one by one, first this extension 2076 and then 4727, then you need to select the timeout. Let's say a system should wait for 2076 extension to answer the call for 20 seconds. If within the 20 seconds the person sales executive is not answering on the first extension, then system should call to the second extension. So this is how sequence can be managed. Now this is about ring group. If we now see about, let's see what we can see, what we can select. Let's go to the queue. So queue is where you can create from over here. Same way here two agent backbone is over here available, and customer backbone over here available, and even you can import your recording as well from recording. So by giving proper name you can create the wave file, you can create the recording by importing the wave file. You should be able to see it over here, and you can select it from agent ring backbone, or we have a default ring backbone available country wise. So let's add test q1, test q1, and here is an important thing is agent dial number. Let's say I am adding 3249879. So this is the number where who are the agents actually. Any of the SIP devices of this account may work as agent dial number. So let's say I am creating Q agent 1. I am creating Q agent 1, now creating Q agent 2. So this is how, if this agent know the agent dial number, then by dialing from registered SIP device, they'll be able to join the queue as an agent and can hear the agent back tone. Until any caller is reached to queue, they'll hear the agent back tone. And you can write test queue or any description for your purpose. I am saving it. So now if I have the DID is configured, the forwarding option over here, just like ring group, because sales department is that, so you will see the sales department over here. Same for queue, we have test q1, so you will see the test q1 over here. If you save it, and now let's say if anybody is dialing this DID from outside, so the call will hit over here via DID provider, and it will connect to the queue directly, and the customer will directly communicate with the agent which is there. And if agent is not there, then customer will hear customer back tone. So this is about queue. Now we have covered queue, recording, conference. This is the cool feature. Conference is from the customer side. Right now we are in customer portal only. So let's say test conference 1. Here same as every recording, you can import your wave file. Let's say test conference greeting.wav. That wave file you should be able to, imported wave file should be able to see over here, and select that greeting. Then pin number, any number you want the caller to know before authenticate them into the conference. So that is the call number, and description. This is about it from customer side, but there are few parameters need to be configured on admin side. So let's go back to the admin portal, re-login as admin. In the same inbound there are two new menus over here, sub menus are here, conference profile and conference control. So this is the conference profile. Okay, I am opening it. As the description mentions, do not delete it. So because if you delete it, then the conference may not work as it should be. So do not delete this default one. And if you aware about what all these parameters meaning are and how they affect, then only I suggest you to modify anything. Here is the default mode conference which it used, and here are the parameters. Profile parameters are their values and what that value means, and that name, what that name means, and the value, possible value could be. So here is the from mode conference of free switch. You will be able to get some idea. If you want, then you can check it from here, or do not edit anything. But if you are aware about what you are doing, then here is the edit button of existing key value pair, and the delete if you want. And if you want any new parameters to add in the conference profile, then you can add the name, value, description, you can edit and add the settings. So this is about configuring the conference profile. But by default, whatever the profile parameters key value pair which we have provided is enough to handle the conference. And the other one is conference control. So here is the, again, do not delete it please, and default control. Here are the DTMF which you want some access, like volume up, down, to the joinees which join the conference. And on the same page you should be able to get some idea about the values, key value pair which you can configure if you want. Here is the value, action, and the description. So this action, if you want to have access to your joinees on any particular DTMF, then you can configure over here. These are the digits and this is the action, and you can set it, you can edit it as an admin, you can delete it, you can re-add, or any particular action you want to add other than this, or any modification you can edit from over here, add, edit, delete. But the existing should be fine. Now let's go back to the our customer. I am logging back as customer, our default customer. Now we have seen the conference, and same, have we created it or not? Let's see. No, let's create the one, my conference. Okay, greetings. If you have imported, you can select it, pin number, whatever it is, description, you like it, save it. And same as the DID, how you should be able to forward it, same way, DID and forward, and select the conference, and here my conference is there. If I have multiple conference, it is applicable for all the call types. If you have multiple queues are there, then you have the selection option from here. If you have multiple time condition, let's say conference, I have this one, I want it to be like that. Okay, I have clicked outside conference, my conference, and I have saved it. So now if anybody is dialing the DID, they will hit to the conference, and they are welcomed by the greeting wave file which you have imported. And if they know the password, pin number, then they'll be able to connect to your conference. So this is about the conference. Now what are pending? Queue we have covered, recording, conference, time condition, IVR, the cool one. Okay, so IVR, it's a little bit vast and connecting to all the other feature as well. So now let's say test IVR1. Direct dial, if you know the extension or where you want to reach, then you can have that by direct dialing it, not hearing all the IVR. But I want the caller to hear every instructions, so let's say I don't want them to access direct dial. Welcome greetings. If you have imported the recordings for particular IVR, then greetings will be over here. Then invalid message, like if your IVR is having only 3 input, 1 2 3, and somebody is dialing 4 or 5 or any invalid, then this audio record message will be heard, which you have imported or selected over here. It will be heard to the caller side. Now same for queue here, same for ring group. Here is the caller ID name and caller ID number prefix are available, so that the destination extension will know that from where the call is coming, to get some little bit better idea. So if you want, then you can add the prefix over here. Timeout seconds, how many seconds, or this should wait until the caller is dialing the DTMF after hearing the greeting file. So this many seconds the system will wait. And invalid retries, if caller is dialing something invalid inputs, then it will wait for 3 invalid tries. Then ringback tone, these are the available, and if you have any added any custom ringback added then as a recording, then you will be able to select it from here. Description, sure, if you like to add any description for your explanation, for your knowledge, then you can add it. Now digits to 0, if you want it to route the same way. Now it is getting reach. If you want it to route to conference, if you want it to route time condition, if you want it to route queue. So this all is interconnected. So let's say if anybody is dialing in time condition you have selected 8 to 12 IVR. In 8 to 12 they are welcome to us, in the time condition they are in 8 to 12, and you have selected IVR, then IVR will play welcome to my company. If you want to communicate with the sales department, select the dial DTMF1. So here they will dial 1 and ring group, because we have sales department ring group. So now time condition after IVR, after ring group. So all this can be possible based on your requirement or use case. You can do it. And same way for 2, let's say I want it to route to queue. For 3, I want it to route to the SIP extensions. This one I can add description as well. For 4, I want it to route to PSTN, and here I can add any number. And this is how the IVR can be created. They want me to welcome greetings, so if after adding the welcome greeting, you will see over here, because welcome greeting is the mandatory field. So that once it is added, you can save it, and the IVR will be created. So this is how the IVR can be created. And the same way in the forwarding, you will be able to see the IVR here, because here IVR you will be see your created IVR, or if you have multiple IVRs, then you will be able to get it from over here. So this is how the IVR will be selected, and the DID, whenever the caller will select dial this DID, then they will be able to reach to whatever the destination type selected by the deed owner. So this is about time condition, IVR, and feature code. Yeah, for feature code as well, there are some feature code available over here. So just like general pickup, and here the customer will only see from the feature code what is there available. But as an admin, if I log in back as admin, then you will see that same as conference, you will see over here insert update delete operation possible. You can edit this and you can add new one. So this are the possible operations available for as feature code for admin side. If we go back to the customer again, I am logging as default customer, and and we are back to the customer portal. Over here feature code we have seen. Now last one is pickup group. This is the important and nice little feature is name, let's say sales department, or let's say HR department, description any, okay, status is active. Now if you see the another column under the SIP device which I have mentioned, one was domain, which I have explained what that means, this domain, but what this advanced means is, let's click on the advanced routing. Call routing, now if you want this SIP device to be forwarded anywhere else, then yes, enable it. Extension or PSTN number, if extension, then this account's extension will be over here. You can select any of the SIP devices where you want this SIP device, the call to this SIP extension to be forwarded to any other SIP extension. If not, disable it on busy. If this extension is busy, route it to my PSTN number somehow. You can do that as well by enable no answer. If this extension is not answering, then select whatever the wherever you want it to route. If this extension is not registered, route it there. Call waiting, if you want if this SIP extension is busy and you want this extension's user to know if the new call is there. Nowadays actually IP phone is there and they'll be able to see on the screen that some other call is coming. But even though you want it to be noted by some beep noise, then you can select the call waiting to yes. Now here is the pickup group list which we are talking about. Here we have created pickup group, some HR department. Okay, so if I want to allow anybody to route to pick up my call, then I can select over here, and I will see if anybody has given me rights to pick up their call by feature code *100 general pickup. So let's say if from 15 feet from my desk my colleague is there, but he is not available right now at his desk and his call is ringing, and he has allowed me to pick up his phone, then rather to go there 15 feet from my desk and leaving my environment, instead of that I'll pick up my SIP phone, and by just dialing *100 I'll be able to connect to the call which is ringing over there on his extension. So this is about this is possible if he has allowed me, and if I see his extension over here, he's in my department is available over here, then only I'll be able to pick his call from by using the feature code. So this is the pickup group available over here, which can be created over here and selected as per the need over here, so that the extension the call can be picked up from other extension as well. Same, the follow me, if you want to enable where you want it to route this extension, then after timing out of let's say 20 seconds, call me on this another extension. This is how it can be the follow me can be configured. Ignore busy, if any of this extension is busy, then it will be ignored or not, that you can select it over here. Do not disturb it, if it is enabled, the no call on this extension will be diverted or routed to this extension. So this is about the pickup group which we have configured over here, as well as the advanced call routing of SIP device. So find me follow me feature is over here, call forwarded, no answer on busy, wherever you want to route multiple way, call waiting is here as well, and pickup feature is available over here. So this is about the various PBX related routing possibilities configuration we tried to cover in this webinar. So hope you have liked it, and we have tried and cover all the uh, feature and functionality of call routing. So we hope that you have liked it, and let us know if you have any other idea in your share with us. And we'll now check the who if you have any shared if you have shared any from your side, any suggestion or any questions you have in the live chat. I'll take that now. So let me first check your live chat. I'm going through the live chat, and thanks for all your warm greetings and support for the sessions. And if I see right now, SITS UK, can you not choose how the domain gets made? Use a variable from field from customer details. Yeah, this was answered. Yes, you can do it, and it is editable. It's not mandatory as discussed. So as an admin, if you want to change the domain on your own, just mandatory condition is just let that domain resolve the server IP, configure the area code accordingly. That's it. So yeah, other than we hope that you like this series of webinars, and we hope to come up with new other sessions from our end. But we also like you to fill up the feedback form about this webinar. And so I am just sharing that link over here in live chat. I have shared it over here. So we would like you, and it would be good for us to come up with new sessions, or based on the your feedback, we'll try and implement on our end. Yes, but to use a specific field, SITS has responded something. Yes, but to use a specific field from the customer automatically. Oh, you mean customer can set it on its own from customer portal, is it? Waiting for SITS response. Specific field from the customer automatically. But if you are suggesting that customer edit should have that domain field available to set on their own, then the problem is that domain, yeah, so the problem is that domain needs to resolve your server IP, and that domain portal access is with you as an admin. It will be only with you. Nobody will have the access to resolve that domain's area code with your server IP. So that's the issue. So if that is not resolving your server IP, then registration request will not hit to your server, and nothing will happen. So that's why it's admin's job. So yeah, if anything, please let us know. You can share your concerns over our Google group as well. We will be happy to help you. And again, my request to feed the feedback form. We would like to hear from you more about it. Okie dokie. So thank you very much. Have a good day, and stay safe and stay cool. Thank you very much.